Hey, how you doing, guys? Welcome to Dave's Gaming Channel, and I'm not gonna do too much commentaries because it's gonna be mostly dialogues. We're gonna be talking to a lot of people, humans, non-humans. So I'm in a new location too, so let's start it.
And now?
Now we will go with the others to CARALDTHAS to swell our ranks, combine our forces, and face the Deadwalker army on equal terms.
Equal terms? Because thou hast slain a vassal far from his master? Do not presume too much upon this body. Now draw close to the domain of one of these necromancers. Faced with his power, 1,000 soldiers more or less will make no difference. The power to slay this vermin lies within us. But it cannot be used from such a weak vessel, nor can it even be protected from those who covet it.
I am more and more powerful.
Yes, it's still not powerful enough, and this city is of no interest. The necromancer will lay waste to it with a wave of his hand. While he tarries, thou must make haste to reach his palace.
You said that I lacked the power. I will not throw myself into the wolf's jaws.
When thou returnest to the world heart, none will stand before us. Thou wouldst already possess the power to destroy this sorcerer and his like, if thou hadst but allowed the evolution of this useless body. Look upon thyself. Thou art duped.
Vulcan, have you seen something?
They use thee.
Alright, we spoke to our father, whatever it is. He is the demon. And steps of CARALDTHAS is the quest, I guess. And we're in a new location. We're not in the village anymore. So thank you very much whoever watches my videos, and I hope you guys enjoying it. And let's go and talk some more with more people. And I'll see you guys later, and I hope you're enjoying it. Bye bye. I'll be back at the end.
Vulcan, your captain will be wondering where we are.
Huh? Yes, of course. Let's go.
There you are, sire. Right. Change of plan. Seeing how cold it is, it will come as no surprise to you to learn that the Deadwalkers have already been here. They're still close.
We must rejoin my father's army as swiftly as we may.
I think we already found them. Take a look around us.
There are survivors. Apparently they are camped not far from here. This soldier will lead us to them.
Prince Arundel, my lord, can it be you?
Soldier, what happened here? Is the king with you?
The Deadwalkers took us by surprise. The cold and the ice. We stood no chance. Almost all of the city has been invaded by the ice.
My father, where is the king?
I know not, your highness. But a few of us were able to escape. Lord Commander Valen has built a camp close by the city.
Valen is here. Take us to his camp.
By your leave. Follow me, my lord.
My prince, we had lost all hope of seeing you return safe. We have no word from Bastion.
Bastion is lost, Valen. We came into this war too late. The General of the Alliance gave his life that I should escape with Relmar.
The deserter. What business did he have at Bastion?
The deserter was fighting, while you and your wondrous army waited warm and safe, sat upon their asses. I hope the result is pleasing to you, Valen.
Silence, both of you. Relmar saved my life, Valen. For now you will consider him pardoned.
By your will, my lord. And I see that you are escorted by the freeborn blades.
In truth, they are escorting the Red Scribes. but their presence is our good fortune. They have already once put the Dead Walkers to rout in the marshes. This man slew one of their generals before my very eyes. I will tell you more of this later. Now I must speak with my father. Where is he?
No one knows, my prince. The king was still in the royal palace when the river Estelduin fell upon the city.
The river? What happened?
'Twas like a great wave that froze all that it touched. We had seen the approach of the Deadwalkers' vanguard 4 days before, and we had raised CARALDTHAS' defenses in preparation. Not even the sight of 10 juggernauts would have feared us, but we never dreamt that an Ice Lord would come to lead the assault himself. He walked calmly to within an arrow's flight of the gates, never once speaking. And then, the river rose up from its bed to form a gigantic cloud that hung up over CARALDTHAS. We understood our peril too late. Near all of our soldiers stood atop the ramparts or in the streets when the ice cloud fell. All were frozen where they stood. That was his signal to launch their assault, but we were already vanquished. We fought to cover our retreat.
We must find the king!
I know, my prince, but every entry to the city is guarded, and we cannot risk being discovered.
It is clear we will not travel 200 paces if we do not first slay the sentinels close to the encampment. Only then will we be able to attempt to enter the city and save your father.
I'll go find your king for you.
Vulcan, did you hear me ask for volunteers? Our mission is over. The Red Scribes have screwed up from start to end. But they're in the hands of the Elven army now.
Captain, since we're here, we may as well make ourselves useful, right? And we have to get inside those walls if we want to know what happened to Wolf and the other blades we left here.
Ah, Vulcan. You have no idea what you're getting yourself into.
That is why I shall go with him. I grew up in this city. We shall help one another.
My prince, you know well it is my duty to object to you taking such a risk.
And you also know that your objections will change nothing. No man here knows the palace better than I. If my father is within, I will find him.
By your word, sire. But I fear most what other things you may find. I can but put my trust in your newfound champion to watch over your highness.
Don't forget, you'll have to deal with those sentinels before you try anything else, Vulcan. Meanwhile, the lads will set up camp near the south gate.
Understood, Captain.
Just in time, Vulcan. I'm afraid I need your help again.
What happened to you now?
To me, nothing. It's about my people. Have you ever heard of the Stone of Souls?
No. Worth a lot?
No. I mean, yes. It's priceless, but it's not for sale.
I'm not sure I follow you.
I'll explain. Every elf possesses a Stone of Souls, which contains the memories and emotions from all the greatest moments of his life. These stones are passed from generation to generation. It's a way of preserving the memories of our people and of honoring our ancestors. With all of those who died at CARALDTHAS, there are thousands of stones abandoned in the city. We cannot just leave them there. You're no doubt the one who will be traveling to our city the most. If you could bring back as many of them as possible, I'd be eternally grateful. Actually, all of my people will be in your debt. At least the ones who still live.
All right, I'll take care of it. But don't expect to see me dancing around with a wheelbarrow full of rocks.
That would in fact be an amusing sight. But I do get your meaning. Whenever you can, check the bodies of elves you come across and collect the stones. Even if we manage to save only a very few, we will at least preserve some of the memories of my people.
I'll see what I can do. Let's change the subject. I have a few questions I need to ask you. Elves are pretty rare. I haven't had the chance to talk to many. Can you tell me more about your people?
We are born in the trees, eat only seeds, and we spend all the livelong day singing.
Get the feeling you're fucking with me.
Perish the thought. Well, it's just that we aren't that different from you humans, despite what one hears. Our civilization is obviously a bit older, so we have had the time to learn from our mistakes. We don't really live in the same rhythm as you do. We move a little slower, and most of us are prone to having at least some respect for the past. This is the reason why we never destroy anything, that we prefer to build on top of things.
I've heard that you are immortal.
That joke has lived for 15 generations. I will never get tired of it. No, we're not immortal. We live long lives, though, much longer than you. We are resistant to poisons, rotten food, and toxic body odor, apparently. Unfortunately, these things do not make us immortal.
Don't elves ever make war?
That's an impression we like to give other people. The fact is, we do go to war, just never against each other. You must understand that, given our long lifetimes, battles are fairly futile. This may well be what has motivated the choices of our king concerning the Ice Lords. But we certainly know how to fight, and you'll see proof of that soon enough.
So it's the prince who gives the orders.
The word orders may not be the best one. We do not submit nor obey easily. Our kings are a reference, wise men who can point out the way. They tend to guide us rather than give us orders. But to answer your question, it is his father the king who is the leader of our people.
You seem different from the other elves I've met. Where are you from?
Really? I seem different. And yet I have such pointy ears. And if you really want to know, I actually come from one of the most ancient and noble houses that exists. I'm even linked to the royal family. But I can assure you that I'm sufficiently far down the line of succession to be in no danger of being crowned. And my reputation is no help either.
As far as bad reputations go, every mercenary has got one, so we're used to it.
Let's just say that I got into enough trouble to eventually be considered a traitor to my people. When I got involved in the war, I disagreed with decisions made by the king. He thought that this war, like so many others, would not last. That the conquests won by the Ice Lords would melt away like all the human victories before them had. But I thought differently. Right from the start of hostilities, I began to requisition certain resources I felt necessary for those doing the fighting. More food, more weapons, better armor. When my people discovered what I'd done, I was declared an outlaw, and many saw me as a thief, which, in a manner of speaking, I guess I was.
You refused to obey the orders of your king, and you stole resources. No wonder they outlawed your ass.
Nonetheless, I was right. The Deadwalker army is a threat to us all, and not only the humans. If we had entered the war at the start, joining with the humans, we would have had a chance of defeating them. Today we might already be too late. The human armies were decimated and Virtue is in ruins. So perhaps they consider me a traitor, but my conscience is clear. It is my people who should be ashamed.
I'm guessing this is not the way you'd always imagined coming back to your lands.
For years now I've been waiting for the day when I could go back to my city. But deep inside I've dreaded this moment. If I was ever coming back home, it could only mean one of two things. Either I'd been captured by my people, or I'd been forgiven because I was right. I would have preferred being captured. My city has fallen and I do not recognize it.
It doesn't matter what condition this city is in. We didn't come here for a guided tour. What matters to me is how we get reorganized and who with. I hope that your elves are pissed off enough to put up a fight.
If they are feeling anything like what I do, then I guarantee that the Deadwalker army will be suffering very soon.
I sure hope so. Let's change the subject. We need to adjust your combat style.
What would you like me to do?
I'd like you to take more risks, be more offensive.
Brilliant. Just waiting for you to give the word.
Vulcan, I hope you've got good news.
Do the Deadwalkers still hold the main road?
Still, and it's a problem. We won't be able to secure the perimeter for long with the undead nearby. And we won't be able to take CARALDTHAS with that road in enemy hands.
I'll take care of those walking corpses before your men ever need to worry about them.
Thank you. That should give my men enough time to finish our mission.
I'll be going now. Damn, it's freezing here. Aren't you cold?
I've spent many winters in libraries with no heating. After that, you hardly notice the cold. Which reminds me, do you know if the library in the city is still intact?
No idea. You looking for any book in particular?
Not a book, many books. The elves have the most advanced culture in the world. Their libraries contain works of inestimable value. We should find them. They could be useful to us.
I have other things I gotta do first. I have to accompany the prince, remember? But I will try to go with you so you can find your books later. Promise.
Mercenary, I owe you my life. I'll never forget that.
How did you get out of your coma in the village?
I don't know. All I know is that I opened my eyes and heard the sound of fighting. I just had the time to grab my weapon and get out into the village square. It looked like the general of the Deadwalkers was waiting for me. Sometimes, the sense of duty is more powerful than the pain of wounds.
So that business of cures was useless.
You'll never know. Maybe I would have woken up sooner, but I don't blame you. From what I was told, I was in a desperate state, and you had other things to do.
Are you from CARALDTHAS?
Yes, I was born there. I spent most of my life there. CARALDTHAS is one of the most ancient of our cities. I mean, it was. We knock things down so seldom that the city is built in layers. But I've unfortunately never visited the underground levels, and I'm unfamiliar with the passageways there. I suppose that's why you asked the question.
Why did the elves enter the war so late?
That decision cost us dearly. It isn't easy to watch the other peoples of Vertiel suffer and fall one after the other. But our king felt that we needed to gain time. We had information about the Deadwalkers that led us to be careful. Long before the war officially began, they were already crushing all of their opponents far to the north.
And you said nothing? You could have warned the other kingdoms.
We told them to avoid the fight, to flee and regroup. They didn't listen to us. So we preferred to stay neutral and not provoke the Ice Lords. They must have known they couldn't defeat us without losing a large part of their strength. So they saved the greatest prize for the last. We thought that our best trained troops could halt them. We underestimated them, and neglected to take into account the fact that each army they defeated made them stronger.
Do you know Relmar well?
I knew him well. A long time ago, when we were young. He and I were milk brothers. We grew up together in my father's palace. But life goes on, and by the time we were adults, we were forced apart. Relmar defied my father's authority, and openly rebelled against his people. He betrayed us.
He had a good reason for it.
A good reason? What reason? Dragging us into a war with the Ice Lords without preparation?
It's true that entering this war without preparation would have been madness. At least you're still here, unlike a lot of people. He should have listened to his king.
That's what I believe. We would have been massacred like the others if we'd fought from the beginning of the conflict. Relmar betrayed his people, his king, and his best friend. He weakened us by trying to divide us. And understand that I'm not saying this lightly.
I'll be going now.
Alright guys, here I am again. And let's talk to, I don't know, oh, there's something is here. So Sybil is here, and I promise her to take her to the library. It's like a side quest. And I'm gonna do that. I love to do side quests, it's part of the story, of course. And here we go. Let's see what I have. Let's upgrade some stuff. Equipment. Oh, quest items, alright. There's some moves that you can learn, how to do moves. Mercenary blades. I just want to show you what I have so you can have some kind of idea what's going on in this game. Legendary craft kits. I'm already equipped. Okay, let's craft it, I guess. Let's craft. Yeah, I can craft. Yes. Here I go. Anything else I can craft? Mercenary boots. I don't need them. They're kind of weak. It's for the stars. No boots. Of course I need boots. So guys, how you doing today? I'm getting some use on this game, which I really like. You know, like I'm happy about it. I hope you guys enjoying it. I'm pretty sure you are guys, you do. And I'm also the oldest video game player on YouTube. I think I am. I'm 52, believe it or not. And I enjoy playing video games, which is, I think, pretty cool hobby. And also I like to go to the gym. I used to do bodybuilding when I was younger. Not anymore, you know. When I was very young, I was doing bodybuilding. That was my another hobby. It's a pretty cool hobby I had. It keep me busy. And I've been playing video games, I don't know. Most of you didn't even exist. Since 79. 1979, yes. When I was a late teen, in my teens. I was playing video games. So what else? Here we go. Chapter. Dead City. Recapture, collect the many elf souls. Okay. I'm gonna try to do it. What is the take Sybil? Dead City. Okay, I have to take Sybil to a library. Defeat the what? Blocking patrol. Find the library. I have to find the library before I take Sybil. I'll take her to oh, okay, General Skeleton. There's some like stories about them. You know, I just want to get it off the exclamation. Oh, Sybil, there you go. After her father died, Sybil became hard inside. She still has passion, something. Okay. You guys read it if you guys interested. Alright, here we go. And I have a follower. The companion. Elf? Yeah, that's him. What's his name? Arkadal or something?
How can I help you, mercenary?
Prince Arundel.
I'll be going now.
Alright, there's nothing new to say. This chapter mostly was the dialogues. You get to know the people that you are with. It's a camp. Oops, again I pressed the wrong button. Not X.
A good day to you, mercenary.
Alright, he has nothing to say to me.
A good day to you, mercenary.
That's it. What about him?
Greetings, mercenary. What can I do for you?
Can I have
Alright guys, thanks a lot. I'll see you later. Bye bye.